Bill Gates says he's surprised by COVID-19 conspiracies. Sign up for now and never miss the top politics stories again. Subscribe. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these newsletters. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or service. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any. In a recent interview with Derek Muller, host of the YouTube channel Veritasium, the software entrepreneur suggested global warming could create a death toll every year even greater than we have had it. Now in a new book called How to Avoid a Climate Disaster, the solutions we have and the breakthroughs we need, is published next week. Mr. Gates sets out what needs to be done to save the world. The Microsoft co-founder argues that the only solution lies in aiming for zero carbon emission. Currently, the world produces 5 billion tons of greenhouse gases, so reducing that to zero is an extraordinarily difficult task. As a way of illustrating the point, Mr. Gates says that the coronavirus pandemic has caused economic output to plummet and seen tens of millions of people lose. Over 2 million have lost their lives, yet carbon dioxide emissions probably dropped just 5%, and possibly less. He adds, this small decline in emissions is proof that we cannot get to zero simply, or even mostly, by flying and driving. Just as we needed new tests, treatments and vaccines for the novel coronavirus, we need new tools for fighting climate change. Zero carbon ways to produce electricity, make things, grow food, keep our buildings cool or warm, and move people and goods. Mr. Gates admits that he is the imperfect messenger on climate change. Given his own large car, the entrepreneur and philanthropist often uses private jets and even flew to the Paris Climate Con. Trending, he writes, I own big houses and fly in private planes. In fact, I took one to Paris for the climate conference, so who am I to lecture anyone on the environment? I plead guilty to all 3 charges. I can't deny being a rich guy with an opinion. I do believe, though, that it is an informed opinion, and I am always true. In the interview with Mr. Muller, he described 2 looming threats. One is climate change. Every year that would be a death toll even greater than we have had in this pandemic, Mr. Gates said. The other, he added, is bioterrorism. Somebody who wants to cause damage could engineer a virus, and that means the cost, the chance of running into this is more than the naturally caused epidemics like the current one. Mr. Gates has invested over $1 billion into approaches that he hopes will get the world to zero carbon dioxide, and these include putting money into affordable and reliable clean energy and low-emissions steel.